Over 2,400 years ago, the Greek historian Herodotus recorded a claim that sounds impossible today. He described an Egyptian structure so massive it made the Great Pyramids of Giza look like minor achievements. He called it the Labyrinth, a sprawling two-story complex containing 3,000 rooms in the Fayum region around 1850 BC. Modern visitors find a starkly different scene. The site today is a heavily eroded mountain of mud brick surrounded by a desolate landscape of cratered sand. How the largest and most magnificent building of the ancient world vanished without a trace remains the central mystery of Hawara. In 1888, the pioneering archaeologist Sir William Matthew Flinders Petrie arrived at Hawara determined to find the legendary complex. Petrie's team dug deep into the ruins south of the pyramid. Eventually, they hit a massive, uniform bed of smooth plaster and stone chips spanning a vast area. This plan illustrates Petrie's conclusion. He believed the plaster bed was the building's foundation, meaning the labyrinth had been completely quarried away for building materials and antiquity. Petrie's immense reputation cemented this theory. For over a century, the world abandoned the search and accepted the labyrinth as permanently lost to history. In 2008, the Mataha expedition arrived at Hawara with tools Petrie couldn't have imagined, including space-based sensors and ground-penetrating radar. These technologies fire radar waves deep into the earth. When those waves hit dense buried stone, they bounce back, allowing researchers to map structures hidden 20 meters beneath the sand. The scans revealed staggering results, massive grid-like anomalies that perfectly match the classical descriptions of the labyrinth's layout. This data proved that Petrie's plaster foundation served a far more significant purpose than he realized. He was actually standing on the massive stone roof of the complex, with the subterranean half of the 3,000 rooms remaining undisturbed beneath him. The massive subterranean structure remains an active, hidden wonder of the world, sitting beneath the sand exactly where the ancients described it. Despite knowing its exact location, the structure remains unexcavated for a specific modern reason. The construction of the Aswan Dam ended Egypt's annual dry season, while the nearby Bar Wabi Canal provides constant irrigation to the surrounding fields. These changes have caused a massive, unnatural rise in the local groundwater table directly beneath the Pyramid of Hawara. As shown in this geological cross-section, the water level is now just 4 to 5 meters below the surface, completely submerging the labyrinth and the lower corridors of the pyramid. The same modern infrastructure that brought continuous agriculture to Egypt is currently drowning its greatest hidden monument. The groundwater saturating the labyrinth is highly saline and heavily corrosive due to agricultural runoff. This salty water actively attacks and dissolves the ancient limestone. Over time, the structural integrity of the flooded chambers is failing. We risk losing a wonder of the world to structural collapse just years after its rediscovery. Hawara has shifted from a passive archaeological mystery into a high-stakes emergency rescue zone. An international response is now underway, led by the Hawara Project and Nottingham Trent University. These teams use virtual heritage technologies and thermal sensing to map the underground threat in a digital environment without disturbing the fragile ruins. Their goal is a sustainable dewatering strategy to safely lower the water table before conservation begins. The work at Hawara highlights the reality that heritage preservation requires active intervention before the physical evidence vanishes forever.